And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to 446 Sports live streaming of Holy Savior Menard Central High School, the Lady Eagles regional round matchup in New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
in Metairie, Louisiana.
West Metairie Softball Complex here in beautiful Metairie, Louisiana for today's matchup between the Lady Eagles
You can hear the
of
announcer.
Holy Savior Menard Central High School versus your Country Day Cajuns.
Going
Let's
through the
meet
lineups for
starting lineup, the Lady Eagles. Batting
for the
leadoff,
Lady Eagles.
Emily DeSalle.
This is the Velar and Green
Batting second, Sawyer
attorneys
Shelton.
starting lineups.
Batting third, Sophia Scully. Batting cleanup, Sophia Giordano. To find hole, Addie Wright. Batting sixth, Emma Davis. Batting seventh, Kate Perotti. Batting eighth, Haley Methvin. Batting ninth, Annabelle Drago. And in the designated hitter spot, Devin Bow. Now, let's meet the lineup for your Country Day Cajuns. In center field, number 10, freshman Hayden Moore. In left
You
field,
can hear the music that they
junior number
play.
6, Ellie Schmidt.
These are the Metairie Park.
In right field, 00 Zoe Sedek. Playing first base, sophomore number 9, Maggie Schneider. Batting second, sophomore number 14, Jane Gamble. Shortstop, numbers 2, 7th grader, Mia Ennis. Third base, senior number 21, Kate Rowe. In the circle for the Cajuns, senior number 25, Ellie Schneider. And behind the plate, the Iron Curtain, junior number 22, Addie Lund. Coming in hot off the bench for the Cajuns, sophomore number 3, Lady Aber. Freshman number 13, Emily Champagne. 7th grader number 5, Julia Porcel. 7th grader number 4, Tori Moses. Team manager number 42, Alea Bowden. Team manager number 8, Jane Thompson. Our trainer, Mr. Dr. Gigi. Assistant coach, Maddie Liberty. And head coach, Rob Ayers. Now, we'd ask you please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
As you heard, the national anthem. And we're ready to play some softball. As you heard, the starting lineups, the Velar Green attorneys starting lineups here for tonight's ball game, or this evening's ball game. We are in Metairie, Louisiana, Metairie Park Country Day High School. The Cajuns, the Lady Cajuns, are hosting the Lady Eagles tonight in this regional round game. We are up in the press box sharing the booth with the PA announcer, and we're grateful that he gave us the opportunity to to be up here and to Coach Ennis as well. You heard the starting lineups, a little bit different from Monday night. Emily DeSalle will lead off at the shortstop, number 9, followed by Sawyer Shelton, number 18, in center field. Sophia Scully, number 14, will be at second base. Sophie Giordano, number 5, at third. Addie Wright, number 12, playing first. Emma Davis, 20, is in right field. Kate Perotti, the catcher, number 1. Kaylee Methvin, number 13, will be the pitcher. Annabelle Drago, number 3, will be the designated player. She will bat 9th. And then Devin Powell's the flex player. She'll be out in left field, number 17. Again, Powell, one of the 2 seniors. Sophie Scully, the other. The Metairie Park Country Day Cajuns, they're 20-1 on the year in District 10-2A. They play at the Jefferson Parish Recreation District Softball Complex. And it's made up of about 2 fields. They got 2 high school games tonight. I think it's Hayes High School is going to be playing in the field right behind us. And our field. What's that? Oh, here you go. Our field, the wind is blowing in for DeSalle. It looks a little short in the field, and you can tell by where the fence line is behind the catcher, there will be probably rare steals home on missed balls because they don't have to turn around very far to go get the ball. In most cases, it's probably jumping back to them. Best case for a runner is that it knocks it off to either side and makes the catcher chase, and then they got to throw into the pitcher. But we'll see if there's a play. There's a foul ball. Foul ball on Emily DeSalle leading off the starting lineup for the Metairie Park Country Day Cajuns. The pitcher, number 1, is Ellie Schneider, or actually number 25, Ellie Schneider. Got a count of 2-1 on DeSalle. There's a fly ball out to left. Camped underneath it, makes the catch for the first out.
Ellie Schmidt with the fly ball for the Cajuns. That's 1 away. Next up, Lady Eagles, Sawyer Shelton.
So fly out to left for DeSalle. Sawyer Shelton batting from the left side. Third base going to play in a little bit. Outside pitch, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Here at the start of the first inning, top of the first. Lady Eagles trying to get things started. Ball 2. Pull this shot back a little bit. Had a really nice bus ride down here from Alexandria. Stopped in Baton Rouge for lunch on LSU's campus at Walk-Ons. One of our sponsors, by the way, on 446 Sports. We're grateful for their sponsorship. 3-0 the count to Shelton. She takes the pitch over right down the pipe. Thank Wallace Eye Care Center for the school board that you see down the bottom left part of your screen. 3-2 the count. Valex down in the bottom right, our title sponsor for the year. You can hear that wind on the Nat sound mic we have hanging out the window of the press box. So you can hear the cheers of the girls and fans. Hopefully it'll be clean by the fans, that is. Ball 4.
Sorry. Goes a walk. Next up, the Lady Eagles, Sophie Giordano.
No, this is Sophia Scully, number 14. Hang on a second. Yeah, hang on. That was I'm gonna have to write it down for you.
Check that. That's Sophia Scully batting third for the Lady Eagles.
All I have is a picture of it. Sawyer Shelton going to steal second. She got a chance. Oh, pulls back wisely. Skull. 0-2. Thank you. Scully strikes out. Now you got Sophie Giordano.
Schneider with the strikeout. That's 2 away for the Cajuns.
Now it's Sophie.
Next up, Lady Eagles. This time, number 5, Sophie Giordano.
We'll get that written down for you. Giordano. Here, you want to write that down? Giordano with the 2-0 count. Inside, ball 3. Shelton in scoring position on second. Base on balls. Strikeout for the second out. Giordano takes strike 1. 3-1 the count on Giordano. Important for the Lady Eagles to jump out on top. The pitcher for Ellie Schneider is a really good pitcher. There's ball 4. 2 runners on. First and second. Giordano on first. Sawyer Shelton on second. Coming up, number 12, Addie Wright, playing first base, as she normally does. Ball 1.
Addie Wright takes ball 1 for the Eagles.
There's ball 2 outside. As I was saying, I gotta pull out my notes, but she was 12-0 in the month of March. Schneider was. She was chosen the New Orleans Player of the Month for March. That is last game. So, but yeah. Rob Ennis, the head coach from Metairie Park. Right late on that one for the first strike. 3-1 the count. Playing catchers, Addie Lund, number 22, and we'll go through their lineup when they get up to bat. Oh, they called it on the outside for strike 3 to end the inning.
Ellie Schneider with a strikeout. That's 3 down for the Cajuns.
No runs, no hits, no errors on that one, and Addie Wright taking the strike. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Coming up here in the bottom of the first, Metairie Park Country Day Cajuns will lead it off with Mia Ennis, the shortstop, number 2, followed by Maggie Schneider, number 9. Playing third base, Jane Gamble, number 14 at second. Ellie Schneider, number 25, the pitcher. And then you have Kate Groh, number 21 at first. Addie Lund, number 22 at catcher, bat 6th. Ellie Schmidt plays left field, number 6, will bat 7th. 8th is Zoe Sinet. She's 0-0 playing right field. Going to try to lay down the bunt. And takes the strike. See if I can get my scoreboard back up here. There we go. slap shot goes out of play. It's a tight ballpark here. That may be over in the other field. Number 9 hitter is Hayden Moore, the center fielder, number 10 for the Lady Cajuns. Kaylee Medvin trying to finish off Ennis here. Had the Vilar and Elliott, Vilar and Green attorneys. One out on the pop-up. Maggie Schneider, number 9, batting second. Eagles left a runner in scoring position. Did that a couple of times in the game on Monday in the first inning. 0-2 the count. Oh, got you muted. David?
Yeah, when it's playoff time, it's pretty important to kind of get those runners in that are in scoring position.
Ball outside, 1-2.
Left a couple runners in that inning.
Yep. And that was after they had jumped out to a 2-0 lead, but that was about it for St. Mary Academy. Ball 2. 2-2 evens the count on Schneider. This Lady Cajun team finished 20-1.
20-1.
Coming into this game. They had a bye in the first round. Pop up. That's Kate Parati's going to have some opportunities with the short distance between home plate and the catchers and the fence.
Yeah, the backstop is really close, and then if it's popped straight up from the home plate, it's going to hit the backstop.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
it'll be dead. So everything's in close quarters here.
So as you're seeing, the umpire goes out to straighten the mat that they have. It's AstroTurf infield, painted for dirt on the base paths, but in the green there's actually no hump out there that we're used to throwing off of at Menard. 3-2 the count. I asked Coach Scully
no
about
hump in softball.
Oh, that's right.
No
that's
hump
right.
in softball.
But no dirt.
No dirt. Yeah. but our baseball field is also turfed, so it's got a good big mound on it. Obviously for baseball.
But you can see the ump had to go out there and kind of straighten that mat a little bit as they plant their foot on the step. Kind of mess that up and make sure that it stays straight for the pitchers. Ooh, low pitch on that one. Gives the Cajuns their first runner on the base on balls. David Perkins, the athletic director and head football coach, joining us up here. Made the trek down. Safe trip?
Safe trip. Came with the missus. She's sitting here right behind y'all.
There you are. How are you? Good to see you. Well, that means one thing. Going to the camp after this.
Well, we had to go to the camp before this, so yeah. Many shout-outs to her this past fall.
Yeah, definitely. There. Strike one to Jane Gamble. Jane plays second base, number 14. One out, bottom of the first. Runner at first is Schneider. There's a strike. 0-2 the count. Or no, 1-1, right?
How about the trip for y'all?
0-2. 0-2.
Trip for y'all was good?
Yeah, I tell you, it's so different. Yesterday, they're trying to steal. Kate Pride with a nice throw. Oh. Parati did a nice job with the throw down. DeSalle trying to make the tag, but she gets the stolen base. About a step late. Yeah, we drove down yesterday to do Sinlaw Day at the Capitol. And then coming down today, I looked up and we were in Opelousas, and I looked up and we were in Baton Rouge on the campus. And it went by so much quicker when you're not driving and you're riding on a bus. Yeah, that's what we were talking about as far as the ball not having far to go to get to the fence line, and kind of died right there at the fence.
Right.
If Kate's got a chance on any base, really, if she can get back there quick enough to pick up and make a throw.
Absolutely.
Ball 4 to Gamble.
That brings up number 25, Ellie Schneider.
That puts runners on the corners. Coach Scully going to come and talk to Kaylee, kind of settle her down.
Yeah, Coach Scully's not going to be too happy right now.
Pass ball.
This won't take long.
You know, I've talked to Coach about Monday's game, and they were just a little bit, they were flat coming out.
Right.
Today they were very animated, working out. You know, you can hear them talking to each other.
You're always concerned about the long trip, you know, so we'll see. It's early.
This is Ellie Schneider, the pitcher, number 25. Ellie's an athlete. There's a low pitch, nice scoop by Parati. 1-0. Schneider played basketball and took him to the regionals. She's volleyball state MVP.
Wow.
And with her, they've won 4 straight state titles in volleyball. Now, for folks who are used to watching our live stream from the home games, you know, we are on the campus of Holy Savior Menard Central High School. Really nice little sports complex in the back of the school. But here, this is not the sports complex for Country Day. They got the throw home. If Parati puts a tag on her. Oh.
Got her.
Nice job on the throw home by Giordano. It was a huge play for the second out.
Good heads-up play there by
Giordano. Yeah. Scooped it up.
Nice scoop, too. Sometimes that runner is kind of in between the ball and the catcher. And
well, that's true, and that's
nice.
where
She gave her a ball she could handle.
That's where, you know, Parati's what, a 7th grader?
7th grader.
So she's playing catcher. She's got a lot to learn between now. When you see her in the next couple of years, if this is her position that she stays at, she's going to be stepping up in front of the plate and taking that throw on, so it's a straight throw by Parati, by Giordano or whoever's playing third at the time.
Absolutely. See those youngsters, those junior high kids, you know, they're not always real acclimated to the other team's speed at this age because they're coming out of playing in their own age groups a lot.
Coming out of Dixie or a little travel.
Well, playing travel ball.
There's a shot to Methvin. She takes her time, throws it over, makes the play, and that'll end the inning, and they get out of the inning with no runs, no hits, and no errors, and that's a great way to end the first inning. And we'll be back to talk more about it when we come back.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
The 2022 Time Dealer of the Year, Bob Giles, is now the new Hyundai dealer in Senla. Bob earned the industry's most prestigious award out of 16,000 new car dealers nationwide.
Hi, I'm Bob Giles, and I promise our team at the all-new Giles Hyundai will do everything possible to live up to the high standards that earned us this most prestigious honor. And with the utmost enthusiasm, we greatly look forward to serving you.
And we are back live in Metairie, Louisiana, Metairie Park Country Day, hosting the Lady Eagles. We are in the top of the second inning, and coming up to the plate will be Emma Davis, number 20. She's the right fielder, followed by Kate Parati. She's on deck. The catcher, you heard us, she made the tag at home from Giordano's throw, and then the pitcher, Kaylee Methvin, will be up here in the second inning as the first 3 batters to come to the batter's box. But this field is tucked, you know, right in the middle of the community off of Airport Road, or was that the exit that we took?
I don't know. I was just listening to the GPS, and so I really didn't know where I was going.
It said,
Good
take
thing.
a right now.
That was it. But yeah, we're in the city, so or not New Orleans, but
Metairie.
But you saw the road we turned on was David Street, so that's pretty fitting.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yes.
And then Saints Road,
Saints,
too.
Yeah, the Saints Road.
I heard the Saints practice complex is around.
Yeah, somewhere
close
around here.
I wonder
Maybe
if that's it over there.
That's probably it right over there.
Big enough buildings right there. It's a heck of a high school if that's a high school field. So Emma Davis at the plate.
Watch and see if she bunts right here.
Takes a ball.
Everybody's kind of playing back a little bit. She got a lot of speed.
You know, regional round, we've got 3 officials on the field.
Oh, yeah.
Covering all corners. This would be, isn't Frash with turf?
What's that?
Frash Park?
Yes.
In
yes,
Sulphur?
Yes,
so
yes.
if either one of these teams, you know, whoever's victorious after this one makes their way there, you know, get a little experience playing on the turf. There's a pop-up and caught by Schneider for the out.
Nice play.
Schneider helps her own cause with a quick feet. That's 1 down for the Cajuns. Next up, Lady Eagles, Kate Parade, number 1.
Yeah, whoever wins this game is going to get number 1, so it just depends where it's at.
Yeah, talking to Coach Scully, if Menard is able to pull this game out, we go home, we'll get to play at home on Saturday. Huge, be a huge home game.
Absolutely would.
Number 1 seeded Calvary coming to town from Shreveport.
Right.
Metairie Park would have to travel, 6 hours, I guess?
Yeah, that'd be a long trip for them.
1-1 the count to Parati. That pitch was low. Got to kind of calm the nerves down. I will tell you, you asked about the bus ride down. As quiet and calm as, you know, as it could be, which was not exactly what I kind of thought it would be. You know, with 15 girls, young girls in the bus, but they were quiet, kind of conserving their energy.
He called an illegal pitch the time before. Pretty sure that's what he did. Yeah, he did. Pitch before that.
Not the one she swung at.
The pitch before this last one.
Yeah.
He did this. So I'm pretty sure that's illegal pitch.
That's what Coach Ennis is coming out to talk about.
Yes.
What do you think? Were you watching?
I was watching.
Did she not come to a stop, or?
I'm pretty. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what an illegal pitch is, but I'm pretty sure maybe the third base umpire
called it,
and then home plate umpire has to do it. Be pretty hard for the home plate umpire to watch.
Yeah. 3-1 the count. Do have 1 out. The pop up on the bunt by Davis. One thing I've learned this year, because this is the first year I've ever called softball games, is even though I think what it is, the umpire, some of them are delayed in their call. And so, you know, he didn't make the call right away, and you're going, hey, you know, is that the numbers? But it was a ball, but then his hand comes up. Some of them have that delayed strike
They
call.
do, and everybody has their own style.
Yeah, some are a lot more animated than others.
Absolutely.
Parati
So she's
somehow reaches on the foul
illegal
ball.
pitch. Illegal pitch.
Illegal pitch again, so they're going to have to figure it out.
And so an illegal pitch is just a ball.
Right, and that would have been ball 4, which gave Parati the base. But if you're Coach Ennis and you've got Schneider on the mound, you know, Ellie Schneider, who's used to throwing a certain way and hadn't been called illegal pitch, and now it's being called.
Yeah, see, and that's what
gonna
happens
be really
a lot.
tough.
That's what happens a lot when they get to Sulphur, is that's not called all the way through the season, and then they get there and they're really strict on it, and they start calling it. Well, you know, that's a tough time to.
That's a mind game.
That's a mind game, and it's tough for the pitcher just to fix that on the run.
Yeah, exactly. So Lady Eagles get another runner. They've had 2 runners in the last inning. Stepping to the plate now.
And you know,
Kaylee Medley.
Been following the Lady Eagles a lot this year. You know, watching them, and they've had that. I don't say if it's a problem, but they've had a lot of base runners left this year. So, You know, playoff time, you got to get these runners in. They're probably just going to play for at least getting a run right here.
Yeah, try to get some momentum going with a run. Get Parati into scoring position. Although if Medvin's out, you're still looking at 2 outs. But
yes,
Annabelle Drago, the 9th position.
You have the top coming up the next.
Yep.
If she gets out.
Ball 2.
See if Kaylee can help herself out here.
There's a shot. That's going to be a fair. Yep. That's going to bounce in. Parati holds it second. Actually, that's Amelie Lyons coming in that she pitch runs for courtesy runner. So Medvin gets the first hit of the game.
Little flare off the handle there, but it counts.
Yep.
Button. No.
Left the bat out there. The pitch was low. That's another thing. Drago is just a 7th grader too, right? Yeah, because she left the bat out.
Yes. She's a 7th grader.
There's a nice bunt. She's got some speed. She might beat it out.
And will.
The bat throw in the air will score Parati, and they're going to come in with Medvin, and she'll score, and the Lady Eagles are on top. 2 runs on a bunt.
See, you got to make these plays. You know, that's the one thing about softball is the play has to be made right then. Any little bobble, slip like the third baseman, she slipped right before she threw it. So you got fast. You got a girl who's got speed going down to first. Everything's got to be quick and precise.
You know, I'm not an official scorekeeper up here, just the voice of the Eagles, but
giving her
I'm giving her a single on that because with her speed, she was beating the throw anyway.
Okay. Let's see if we can communicate into the dugout that we think that that's a hit. But, you know, Coach Scully's tough on hits and errors.
But that was an E5 on the throw.
I'm with you, though. That's a hit.
Yeah, well, there's a rip by DeSalle, and that's going to score Drago. The rip, and DeSalle got a chance to get the second, and she wills. The throw comes into home. And DeSalle with a double. Now they're timing it out.
Yep.
That brought Drago all the way in. In fact, that was Amelie. I got to remember, it wasn't Parati who scored, but Amelie Lyons, the courtesy runner.
Next up for the Lady Eagles, 18, Sawyer Shelton.
Sawyer Shelton going to lay down a bunt here and move DeSalle over.
And she may get on because she is fast.
Lightning quick.
That's one thing. The Eagles have a lot of speed.
Still only 1 out in the inning, so it could be a huge inning as it is already with a crooked number. There's a pitch low, 2-0, the count to Shelton. Now you can kind of feel them waking up.
Absolutely.
Here in the top of the second.
Hits, and look how far over the shortstop is.
Oh, I know, the gap there. It's even in the outfield, too.
She could just roll a grounder.
Yeah, it'll go to the fence.
It might go to the fence.
And it's another inside the park home run.
And she's gone.
Yeah.
Trying to recruit her to come play receiver.
I tell you, I think Doug and Chuck nicknamed her Nat in basketball because she's just so quick, and she was in everybody's face. At night you're trying to swat them away.
She'll guard you close the whole time she's in there. And she has an older brother that plays football and basketball also.
Outside pitch gives it a full count, 3-2 on Sawyer. DeSalle at second with a double that brought in a run with another RBI for DeSalle. So you got to guard that plate. There's a slap.
If she grounders to the shortstop, she'll beat it out.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if she can, like you said, I mean, center fielder's playing dead center, and the left fielder's pulled all the way over. There's a shot. She's going to beat that out to first.
Easy.
And DeSalle going to try to come around. Now they don't know what to do, and Shelton's going to take second as they held onto the ball and weren't in the circle.
Tell you, speed, you know what? I don't know if I say the word.
Next up, the Lady Eagles.
Single on the bunt. DeSalle goes over to third. Still 1 out. Sophia Scully, a victim of a strikeout in the first inning.
Yeah, she needs to get the ball in play right here.
Yeah, we've got to get her and Giordano swinging the bats. There's still that gap. There's a nice bunt by Scully They're going to look back. Sawyer's there. The bad throw over to third. Shelton going to come on in, and Scully going to stop at second. And like you said, you got to make the throws, and if you're not used to playing that way, it makes it tough.
And the Eagles bunt a lot.
So 2 more runs score.
2 more runs for the Lady Eagles on the air.
5-0 Lady Eagles. And Coach Ennis going to come out and talk to his team.
Yes.
Scully with the bunt.
Well, I mean, they're putting down perfect bunts.
That was a perfect bunt. You know, just kind of looking at it, if you're playing first base, you might let that keep rolling and see if it goes out, you know,
that's
goes
the only
foul.
play you would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it may have, but, I mean, you know.
They had Shelton's so fast, she thought DeSalle was in, and she's over there standing on third. Thank goodness the throw was low and got away from the third baseman, or might have had a double play right there.
And she made a good play on her hit, too, because it's up the first base line, not to get hit by the ball, because she's so fast, and she's, like, keeping up with the ball for, for first few seconds. But, man, yeah, you're right. She's coming around second, and she's going for third. And Emily wasn't scoring. So, but worked out for the Eagles.
Giordano up at the plate now with a runner in scoring position. Scully.
See if we can get her going.
Got a strike. Only one on. 5-0 Lady Eagles. Oh, my goodness.
Sophie's a little kinfolk right here to me.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. To my wife's side. Kinfolk.
1-1 the count. Is this something new you're finding out?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Just a disclaimer as you're on the call.
Yeah, you got to talk about a lot of things when you're doing baseball or softball calls.
Hey, and I do want to talk. We only got one out, and we got a runner at second. Giordano with a 1-2 count, and she takes the ball. And while we're watching, I mean, the fact that we have video, people can see what's happening. But tell us a little bit about it. We got the track team over at Rose Pine. Is it just a district matchup, or is it the district meet?
It's the district meet.
Okay. Giordano strikes out for the second out.
That's 2 away for the Cajuns. Next up,
for the Eagles.
number 12, Addie Wright.
Addie Wright, the 9th batter in the inning. See if Addie can keep it going. So what's the take on the district meet?
Well, we're pretty heavy favorites, especially on the girls' side, so we don't really feel like we're not going to get first in that. So district meet, we usually dominate that. Boys will probably be first, too. I haven't got any results yet. Some of the stuff didn't start till like 5 o'clock, so I won't get to the reports till later tonight, but we're looking for a very successful meet. Coach Morgan Redmond has that team just doing incredible things. A couple of our girls, Shy Burns and Cammie Harrison, those girls have averaged 70 points a meet. So they're in 8 different events, and they're both Shy gets first usually every time. That's 10 points, 4 minutes, so that's 40. Cam usually gets around 31, 32, 30. So them two will combine for 72, 73 points usually at every meet. So. And then we'll score 40 or 50 more. So we're always scoring 120, 130, something like that. So I'm looking for kind of the same thing in district. And
okay.
Then when we get to regional, the girls they'll win that too, and boys they'll finish in the top 3.
It's out. The ball takes a bad hop on the shortstop. Scully going to come in and slide in. Now Wright going to go down to second, and they're just going to trade spots. It'll be 6-0 Lady Eagles with 2 outs. And Addie Wright.
Scully's got them running all over the place. And Country Day they're not used to this speed, I don't think.
So we're back messing up my book as we go into the next column. Emma Davis, who led off with that pop-up bunt to the pitcher for the first out, has a chance to get on track. 0-2 the count.
Yeah, she started all this off with an out.
Yep. I got a text from Gatlin, so I asked him to send me some results. I just hadn't had a chance to dig into it and look at it. So we'll see. 1-2 the count on Davis.
Rose Pine hosting that meet. They got a really nice track over there. We haven't been over there. Actually, Coach Morgan did a really smart thing. Is he he scheduled a meet with them last week just to get used to that track. So I thought that was pretty cool.
You know, you talked about Coach Scully having them run. There's another pop-up, and they can't get to it, so Davis will fight on here with a 1-2 count. Coach Ortiz, Julio Ortiz, over there on the first base side coaching, sending the runners, noticing that there's some confusion over on the left-hand side, and
they're going again.
There's Wright going to take third on the pass ball. Kind of a late slide there.
Is she okay?
Little indecision.
It's a little hard. So you never know how to slide on this turf.
Yeah. And I don't know if they got their steel cleats on or not, but, you know, I don't know that it's really good to play with steel cleats on this.
I think they got the rubbers on.
Yeah.
The rubber cleats on.
Because those cleats will catch in this rubber surface.
Yes.
There's a shot down third base. They're going to try to throw over, and it is in time, and that'll end the top half of the inning. But the Lady Eagles get 6 in, and they lead it 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
Make your burger your style with delicious, hand-pressed, never-frozen AAA Angus beef and tons of fresh, tasty toppings. Fat Burger. Great taste sounds good, doesn't it?
Second for the Cajuns, number 22, Addie Lund.
And we're back here in the bottom of the second inning. Lady Eagles with a 6-0 lead. See if they can hang on to it. Now Methvin a little fired up after that. After that inning, giving her a big lead to work with. All she has to do is throw strikes and let the defense play. There's strike 2. Addie Lund, the catcher, number 22 at the plate.
So Gatlin is sending me some results right now, but he's sending me the sheet, so I'm kind of trying a hard time trying to read it. But I'll get you. We'll get some updates.
All right. There's a line drive caught by Addie Wright over at first base for the out. That's a nice play by Wright.
Line drive snagged out of the air. That's one down for the Lady Eagles. Next up for the
Just real quick, so in girls, our 4x8 team got second place. That was Isabel Simons, Brianna Buller, Claire Callis, and Abby Scalisi.
Nice. Ellie Schmidt, the left fielder, number 6 at the plate now. 1 out for the Lady Cajuns. Or just Cajuns, I guess.
There you go. Shy Burns, first place in the triple jump, 38 feet.
Hey, what about the pole vault? I mean, last year y'all had
we were like pole vault U.
Yeah, because Olivia Marcantel has been doing a lot of training down in Lafayette, and you had a senior last year that went to Menard. I mean, went to LSU.
Allie Jo Warren, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we've had like and we have 5 or 6 right now that are really good.
3-0 the count.
In the high jump, Cammie Harrison got 3rd place, so congratulations there.
Kaylee just got to bear down and throw strikes.
Absolutely.
There it is. 3-1 the count. You can come back and get her. Don't lose her. Ellie Schmidt at the plate with a 3-1 count.
Yeah, up 6-0. You don't really want to be walking people.
Yeah. No free passes, but she gets one. So she's got to stay after the batter. Zoe Sinet.
Base on ball.
0-0.
Schmidt next up for the Cajuns, 0-0. Zoe
the right fielder. So I talked a little bit about Julio at first base. He coach and works with the team in hitting and fielding, but also Laney Smith,
Yes.
a young assistant coach who works closely with the pitchers. You know, you'll see her.
She calls the pitches, and she'll go out to the mound most of the time. That's why when Scully goes out there, it's not like to do any kind of alignment or nothing. He's going out there to make a point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then we have KK Gallagher, who's a former player here. She's also an assistant, and she's doing very well and also helps with the junior high program. So they're both doing a very good job. Laney, you know, she played at Buckeye. I think she was an all-state player. Let me see. Kaylee looked like she's got the
mound kind of popping up on them.
Out there.
You know,
a couple more. I'll give you a couple more.
Yeah, keep coming.
So the Kaylee Carly Menard, the freshman phenom basketball.
Yeah.
Okay, so she throws disc. Let me see.
Went to school with her grandpa.
Oh Bo. Yes, great football player.
Yes,
so
he
Carly
was.
Carly got first
Heck of a linebacker.
in the discus and in the javelin. So
there's ball 2-1 to count to Sinet. Hopefully that pitcher's mound not causing her problems. She just got to bear down and throw it down the middle. There. Got her to take a swing at that kind of an outside pitch there.
Yes.
See if I could take that in a little bit.
See if we can get a strikeout right here.
Shots through the fence, but had a choice of being able to be. Coach Ennis was great. I emailed him and asked him if they had electricity for us to be able to, live broadcast down here. And he said, yeah. And he said, you can be up at the press box or down at the fence line, but it's so close down there. And you're looking through the rail. And I thought, there's strike 3 on Sinet. Goes down swinging for the second out. Now you just don't really worry about Schmidt and come after Hayden Moore, number 10, the center fielder. As long as you don't have any pass balls, Schmidt should stay at first. There's a shot to third, scooped up by Giordano. The throw over to first on time. She fired that one over.
Yeah, she's a good defender.
That was well done. Lady Eagles hold the Cajuns scoreless.
They're heading to the third inning, 6-0.
Go to the top of the third, and your Lady Eagles lead at 6-0. And we're going to do the Menard sponsor logos and talk a little bit about Insight Audio and Video Security. Without them, we wouldn't be broadcasting this. With their hotspot, they allow us to do the broadcast not only from home but from away, and did so during the football season. They've been with us the whole time. And then also we have Kimberly Harrell, who is an appraiser and also the president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association. And we're back live as we're getting ready for the top of the third inning. Kate Perotti will lead it off, the catcher, followed by Kaylee Methvin and Annabelle Drago will be the first three batters. Hey, we're playing softball here and watching softball, and the one thing we don't get to do is to show the baseball team, but they finished 10-0 in district.
Absolutely.
And they got regionals coming up.
They got the regional round coming up, and we will be at home. It hadn't been at home in that round in a while, so we will be at home against Episcopal of Acadiana, and those games will start on Thursday at 6 o'clock at Menard, and that is a series, so it's best 2 out of 3. So they're scheduled for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 6 p.m. Thursday, 6 p.m. Saturday, and if necessary, 2 p.m. on Saturday.
You know, that could be. Oh, there's Kate Parati.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Pops it up. The shortstop behind third base makes the catch. Nice play. Fly out to 6 for 1 out. Annabelle, Kaylee Medvin, number 13, the pitcher.
I think I said the wrong team. It's Ascension Episcopal we play.
Yes.
Ascension Episcopal we play. So starting Thursday at 6. So, yeah, we got a great team, great pitching staff. So Coach Marks has those guys playing really well right now. You know, had a game against Toga, last game of the year, just getting ready for playoffs. Beat them pretty good, 11-0. So we're going in on a little bit high. But, you know, we don't start for a little while, so the pitching staff will be ready. Everybody should be rested and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, and you know, if the Lady Eagles are able to win this one and win on Saturday, it's going to be a busy weekend for the Eagles, not only at home but down in Sulphur.
Yeah, we like busy and we want busy, so that's a good busy to have. You know, it's going to take a great effort if we win this game to beat Calvary, but, you know, the Lady Eagles have it in them. So great things are happening. Also, tennis has done very well. They just had their regional round, and we've had, I want to say 7 qualified for state. So Coach Todd Urbina has them doing really well, and that's girls and boys. And so we'll be down up in Shreveport for that coming up next week.
Okay, so they have not played at state yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
All the states are coming up. Tracks will be the first Friday in
There's a pop-up out to right field. Sinette's making a good effort, but can't get it.
Another shot.
Boy, it's windy. You can feel that wind blowing through. You can't on your window because I got mine open, but
you could tell you down here around New Orleans.
Yeah, and the wind has shifted now. It's actually blowing from left to right, and
it kind of pushed that ball away from that right fielder just now.
Yep. Hey, there's a shot.
Hard.
That is over the head of the left fielder. It'll get to the fence. That's going to have Medvin going all the way to second. Scully will hold her up there as the pitcher will be able to get the throw in.
Good shot.
Drago will have a shot. Everything started with 1 out in the last inning, and starting now with 1 out here.
She hits that ball right into the wind and hits it over the left fielder's head.
Well, David, anything else? I mean, y'all, and you got spring football going on, too.
Not going on right now. We're doing a little bit of working out, but, you know, a lot of the players are playing baseball and track, and so just kind of, you know, we have a game May 19th against Marksville, at Marksville, 6 o'clock there. And, you know, we can only have like 10 days to practice, but whenever I'm just kind of trying to wait and just kind of see what baseball, how they're going to finish. Hopefully they'll go all the way and kind of play it by ear, and we'll get that going and have a game May 19th.
And 15 just came in, a courtesy run for Medvin, who pitches. So the catcher and the pitcher get courtesy runners whenever they're on. So we got a runner at second. And I'm trying to.
And real quick, I want to say also golf is going on. And so we had our 5 guys all qualified for the next round. We went to district, so they'll be going to regional also.
0-2 the count on Drago. Surprised that he didn't have her bunting. There's a ball inside. If Drago can get on, it sets the stage for the top of the lineup with DeSalle coming up. She had a big double, hanging tough.
Their pitcher spots the ball very well.
There's a nice shot. That's going to hit on the ground and get by second base. Courtesy runner going to be called in. They're going to throw home. He holds her up. That's a good move. That allows Drago to move on down to second, getting the single.
Hope it's a good move. Leaves first base open now with the cell up. So
with the wind blowing in.
Hopefully they'll still pitch to her.
Yeah. I know you got duties as athletic director, so if you have to take off, just take off anytime. Find out who 15 is for me. That'd be great, because they don't have a number 15 on the little lineup cards. Oh, Ryland, is it? No, us, 15 on third. The courtesy runner for Medvin. Hang on a second. I might have that from yesterday or from Monday.
I think that's Leday.
Yes, it is. You know your students.
Got a telephone pole in the way. I can't really see her, but I'm pretty sure that's
Adeline Leday.
Yes.
So that's who's standing on third for Medvin. Coach Scully's been trying to keep me on my toes up here because he's changed the lineup. You know, we had a set lineup for a long time. DeSalle takes the walk.
She didn't really have nothing to hit. First base open.
Well, you know, I watched in Kentucky, and I watched last night with UL, and they were doing the same thing with Dylan Cruz at LSU, just throwing outside and not giving him really anything and trying to force him to swing, but he's such a disciplined player and a team player that he takes the walk.
Yeah, and Emily's the same way. She's just usually she's not going to swing at any bad pitches like you just saw right there. And she didn't get anything that she could really hit, so she just didn't swing.
Well, it's more important to have her on base. Sawyer Shelton can do something.
Absolutely can.
I mean, I'd lay down another bunt down the first baseline. 2-0.
He's going to let her hit. Runners everywhere. They get, he's just going to play for at least a run right here. But they got a chance to kind of break it open.
The way she slaps the ball, she can easily put it over. I tell you, that's where Leday's got to watch out. She's got to stay in foul territory when she's coming off that bag when it's hit.
Right. And she's just so good at hitting it where she really wants to. And she hits it hard.
Low, 3-2, full count. I think she did this last time.
She got to come. She got a challenger right here.
I think she had a 3-2 count in the first
pitch.
inning. There's a shot, and that's going to
shoot.
get by and go
This
to the
may
fence.
go.
This will clear the bases.
This may be
DeSalle's going to
inside the
score.
Parker.
Shelton, he's going to hold her up. Oh, she's coming in. She's got to get
Look
under.
at this. Grand slam.
She needs a touch.
I think she did.
She hurt herself.
There we go. I hope she didn't hurt too bad. She kind of
not
the corner of that plate. She kind of hit with her hip.
Well, when she tried to slide,
Yeah,
her
saw that.
cleats caught the rubber, and it kind of flipped her up over. And then she kind of missed the bag or plate. She may have just scraped it, but
I think it jammed her.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. She can got her hip that she's concerned about.
She was fast.
But she ended up scoring, and that cleared the bases for 4 more runs to give the Lady Eagles a 10-0 lead. We're going to take a break, and when we come back after these messages.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
Substitute players. Number 17.
And we're back. Scully at the plate now as the bases are empty. And 1 out.
We said the first time, the second time she batted, she is just a ground all the way. It's going to go all the way to the wall. It did.
Yeah, the catcher had a shot at her but couldn't hang on to the ball. There's Scully with a shot to left field. And the Lady Eagles are teeing off now.
Yep, she's going.
Scully going to make it. I talked with Sophia earlier in the day before Mass and talking about she's not supposed to be sliding. She's supposed to be sliding head first. But she held that foot up, sliding in, which is almost how you have to do it. Since on this, there's pass ball. Scully going to come in.
She slid again.
Yeah, at least she's dropping to the knee and letting the knee take the hit, and then lifting that right foot up. And with no steel cleats.
Ooh, nice swing.
Yeah. Scully doing a nice job of staying in foul territory there.
Yes. Congrats to our 4x2 boys track team on their first place finish. Way to go, guys. That's DeRosa, Ryan Hicks, Harrison, and Arbor. Good job.
That's a ball. That's fair. Down the third baseline. Scully will score. Giordano going to stay at first. A nice single down the third baseline. Brings in Scully. Makes it 11-0. Five runs in the inning after the first out.
Well, if we could get to 15 and hold them.
Giordano, don't do anything silly. Addie Wright at the plate. She hit it to third base, and it was a bad throw over to first, and allowed Wright to get all the way to third. 1-1, the count. There's 2-1. Now there's the steal
Nice
down to second.
Little fake bunt to get the steal.
Giordano. Did he call a strike on that or a ball? Yeah, there it is. I thought it was a 2-1. Outside, 3-1. 3-1 to Wright.
Not sure where our umps came from. Probably Baton Rouge, though, if I had to guess.
Yeah, they weren't local because they had to go in and change.
Could be further than that. Could be Lafayette.
Full count. Whoop, let me go back. Full count on Wright. Wright could really help herself here. There's a shot. That's fair.
Yeah.
Down third baseline. She'll get a double out of this one, as you'll see Giordano come in and score. And Wright will stay at second and pick up another 12-0. The score now, 6 runs in the inning so far. Davis, she had a little pop up to the pitcher and then a ground out to third. Third baseman doing a nice job on that play. So Davis putting the bat on the ball. This is the 9th hitter in the inning. If we can get her going. 2-0.
Tried to bunt last time and just kind of got on top of it. Or the time before.
Inside pitch. 3-0. Long inning, and that wears on a pitcher, and especially after giving up, with so many runs being scored. She may not have been hit like this in a long time.
Yes. She's throwing a lot of pitches.
There's it right down the pipe.
Didn't throw it very hard either.
I got 3-1, but I'm not sure.
I think it is. She needs to swing.
There's a shot. That's going to fall in fair. Scully already waving.
She's going for 2.
Giordano in, and she'll pick up a double. So they just keep switching spots, which really plays well for my scoreboard.
They're wearing that left field line out.
I got to catch up here, man. I have the runner showing on second base, and I haven't had to change it in the last couple of batters. 14. I got 14, right? 6, 7. No.
I thought it was 13.
13. It's 13. Kate Perotti. We have now turned the batting turned the batting order over. Kate flied out to the shortstop to start this inning with the first out.
Well, you mentioned that going into after the first out that we did at the inning before.
Yeah.
Because she's in the same position that Emma Davis was the last time she batted twice.
There's a nice. That's going to fall fair, and that's going to score a run.
Easy.
Perotti going to hang tough to see where the throw goes. They'll throw it back to the pitcher, and Davis will score to make it 14-0. Nice job by Perotti. And they'll have Amelie Lyons will come in to courtesy run, number 34, for Perotti.
Somebody said update the scoreboard. That's Ms. Campbell said update the scoreboard.
Oh, it is. You know what?
Let me tell her.
Here's the problem. Hang on. Tell her I'm working on it.
We're getting it, Ms. Campbell.
I got to refresh because the scoreboard was. I don't know why that says 15.
Next up for the Lady Eagles, number 13, Kaylee Methvin.
Oh, I know. There you go. It's 14. Look, that just popped. Popped back to 7. There we go.
Hey, let me call the engineer over here. We'll get him over here.
Yeah. Justin. Man, he is so good.
He is.
He'd probably get in the car.
He absolutely would.
So Amelie steals second, while Methvin could actually do herself. There's a ball gets behind the catcher. Oh, I had her running, and she
Ball just
stayed.
bounced right back to her, so close to the catcher. The backstop is.
I'm not sure. I don't know why the scoreboard is messing up.
For our listeners, the home plate, I don't know if you said that, the home plate is literally 6 to 7 feet away from the backstop, the fence. So the umpire almost has his back on the backstop.
3. It keeps wanting to jump back to 7 runs, and I'm not sure why. Scully showing some good moves, getting out of the way of that ball. Now if it'll just stay. 2-2 the count. It's a high fly ball. Amelie's got to get back and make the tag, not get doubled. That's an important run right there.
That's 2 down for the Cajuns.
Fly out by Methvin to center field for the second out. Drago coming to the plate. Drago can.
You're right. We'd see if we can get that run so we can go up 15.
2 outs. DeSalle on deck. If Drago can get on. That was a strike. Come on, Annabelle. Ball 1 inside. For some reason, that thing doesn't want to stay fixed. So my apologies for the Wallace Eye Center scoreboard, as I get it fixed and then it pops back for some reason every time I touch my phone. Should be, I think, what, 2-2? There's a shot to third base. The throw over to first is going to be in time for the third out. And the Lady Eagles put 8 on the board in the third inning to take a 14-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the third. We'll be back right after these messages.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
The 2022 Time Dealer of the Year, Bob Giles, is now the new Hyundai dealer in Cenla. Bob earned the industry's most prestigious award out of 16,000 new car dealers nationwide.
Hi, I'm Bob Giles, and I promise our team at the all-new Giles Hyundai will do everything possible to live up to the high standards that earned us this most prestigious honor. And with the utmost enthusiasm, we greatly look forward to serving you.
And we're back live. Bottom of the third, Lady Eagles lead it 14-0. They're going to have the bunt, and it's foul. Touching it foul is all 3 of them, Giordano, Methvin, and Parati meet at the ball.
Yellow Jackets, 0.
And be a strike one. See what. Trying to work on this scoreboard for you. If I can get it refreshed. Oh, and 2 the count. Make sure it doesn't change now. There we go. Okay. So that worked. Thanks for the heads up on us needing to change it. So we're back at the top of the order with Mia Ennis, who plays shortstop for the Cajuns. 2-2 the count to Ennis. Medvin just got to go after him. There's a pop fly. Giordano's got a bead on it and makes the catch on the fence line for the out. Lady Eagles.
Fly ball next up for the Cajuns, number 9, Maggie Schneider.
Lady Eagles are dialed in right now. They're focused.
Leading off for the Yellow Jackets.
Giordano saw that one right off the bat and followed it. Maggie Schneider, number 9, the third baseman, playing up at the plate now. There's a foul ball. Oh, and 1 to count. 1 out. Lady Eagles with a 14-0 lead. There's a pop fly to Giordano. She calls everybody off and makes the catch for the second out. Nice job by Medvin and Giordano.
Fly ball out for the Cajuns. Next up, number 14, Jane Gamble.
Jane Gamble, number 14, playing second base, coming to the plate. 2 outs for the Cajuns. Lady Eagles, as you watched, if you were watching on Monday, and if you didn't, the Lady Eagles ended the game in 2.5 innings, being the home team. After St. Mary's, we got them out 1-2-3. It was 17-2. After 15 runs, after 3, the inning or the game will end on the mercy rule, and that's why that runner on second was big. If the Lady Eagles could have gotten it, and we went 1-2-3, everybody could be packing up and getting ready to head home. We get this out, we'll go into the 4th inning. And the same thing is still in play going into the 4th inning. After 5, it's a 10-run rule. One and 2 the count to Gamble. There's a grounder down to second. Hauled in by Scully. And Wright takes the throw. So the 4-3.
Have to pull it together if they want that all expenses paid trip to Shreveport, Louisiana.
So the 3 up, 3 down for the Cajuns. And the Lady Eagles will come as we start the top of the 4th. We'll have the top of the lineup, DeSalle, Shelton, and Scully. And we'll see how Shelton's doing after that slide into home plate, see how that's affecting her running. And we'll take a quick break. We'll be back right after these messages.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
And we're back live here in the top of the fourth inning. Let me make that change. DeSalle with 2 strikes on her now. Well, 1-2 then. Now it's 1-2. Pitch was a little high, but it called a strike. 2-2 the count now on DeSalle. Emily, the leadoff batter. Shelton on deck. There's a shot out to center field. Line drive. Had a beat on it and makes the catch. Nice play for the first out. That is Hayden Moore out there making the catch. That's a difficult one. She's got the sun right in her eyes, and she had to keep an eye on that ball. Shelton moving pretty good in the batter's box. Meter on. Want to welcome everybody who tuned in, who couldn't make the trip down here. In fact, we get a chance, I'll get a shot of the crowd. It's a good crowd for Menard fans making the trip down. There's a shot to shortstop. She'll beat that throw out. And did not look like she had. Now she's limping back to the bag, but she ran well.
Shelton with the ground ball single. Next up for Lady Eagles, number 14, Sophia Scully.
Scully going to talk. They're going to do a courtesy. Well, no, she's out there. I'm not sure what the umpire's doing as far as making any changes. But Scully, Sophia coming to the plate. She had a single in the third and eventually scored. And then she had a little bunt single in the second and struck out in the first. So fourth at bat here in the fourth inning. All 9 batters have batted in every inning so far. So we started with 1 out with the fly out by DeSalle, and everything started with 1 out in both the first, second, and third innings. I take that back. Started with the second and third inning with 1 out. Is when the scoring happened. Everybody trying to get positioned. Runner at first is Shelton. They call that a strike. Looked like a little high and outside. 2-1 the count. Or 2-2. There's a pop fly to the pitcher. She'll make that catch, and that'll be the second out.
For the Cajuns, next up for the Lady Eagles, number 5 is Sophie Giordano.
Weiler reaches base.
So 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Giordano at the plate with Sawyer at second. Pitches low, ball 1. The way Sawyer is, got that strained hip from the slide into home, don't see her stealing. Certainly don't want to hurt her for the possibility of any further games, which if they are able to finish this one off, it would be on Saturday back home at the Nest. 1-2 the count on Giordano. got an update on the track. Coach Gatlin saying boys and girls move into first place. And then he sent me a picture, and I'll have to take a look at that so I can talk about it. But there's a shot down third baseline. It gets by. Sawyer, she going to hold up because the left fielder does a really nice job of getting to the ball and stopping it from going deep into the outfield. So Giordano with the single.
Giordano next up for the Lady Eagles, number 12, Addie Wright.
Sawyer at second. Runner in scoring position. Addie Wright coming to the plate.
Won't go out on the infield fly. Run scores.
2 outs. Runners on first and second here in the top of the fourth. 0-1 the count to Wright. Wright got on and scored in the last inning, 0-2. Nice breeze coming into the press box. It's a beautiful day for softball. There, Addie is battling and staying with it. She's got to straighten it out. A little bit earlier on the swing. There's a shot back to the pitcher. She's going to make the easy throw over to first for the out, and that will end the top half of the fourth inning.
Head to the bottom of the 14th. Head to the bottom of the fourth, 14-0.
14 zip. Lady Eagles lead it as we get ready to go into the bottom of the 14th. I'll take a look at that while we go to the commercial break and see if I can't get a report on that track team.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family for all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, apparel and promotions in Pineville.
Make your burger your style with delicious, hand-pressed, never-frozen AAA Angus beef and tons of fresh, tasty toppings. Fat Burger. Great taste sounds good, doesn't it?
And we're back for the bottom of the fourth inning. Ellie Schneider, the pitcher, will lead off, followed by Kate Groh, and Addie Lund will be the third batter. So the update I have on the boys track and girls track meet happening in Rose Pine for the Lady Eagles, the district track meet, as Schneider fouls off the first pitch for a strike. Reset that to 0 outs and nobody on base. The boys lead Oakdale 68 points to 57, and the Vols at 55 points. And then the girls have a huge commanding lead with 106 points for the Lady Eagles, and Oakdale trailing by 88. That's where they are right now. So both teams in first place in the district track meet, just as athletic director David Perkins talked about. Kaylee Methman with the nice play, pitcher to pitcher on that one, and does the nice underhand toss to first base for the out.
Schneider on the ground ball. That's one away for the Lady Eagles. Next up for the Cajuns, number 21, Kate Groh.
Kate Groh coming up. She plays first base. Number 21. She grounded out to the pitcher back in the first inning. Swings at the first pitch. 1-0 the count. 14-0 the score. Lady Eagles got 6 in the second and 8 in the third on 7 total hits that I have. And did not have, well, let's see, no, 7. Let's see, they got 2 hits. So it's 9 hits. No runs on 9 hits. Medvin gets the strikeout.
Changeup. Next up for the Cajuns, number 22, Addie Lund.
Medvin gets the strikeout of Grow. Addie Lund, number 22, the catcher at the plate now, has 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. 14-0 Lady Eagles.
On 1 hit, 3 left on. After 1 complete.
Gets a piece of it
Yellow Jackets.
down the first baseline foul for the first strike. Yeah, thank you to all of our sponsors. You'll see them up in the right-hand corner as they rotate. Wallace Eye Center, walk on, strike 2 to Lund here in the bottom of the 4th. Insight Audio, Video, and Security, Kimberly Harrell of Praiser. Fat Burgers, that one hit her, so she'll get to take the base.
Lund reaches on the hit by pitch. Next up, the Cajuns, number 6, Ellie Schmidt.
Ellie Schmidt, number 6, the left fielder, coming to the plate with a runner at first here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Courtesy runner for the catcher and for the Cajuns, number 4, Tori Moses.
Number 4, Tori Moses, coming in as a courtesy runner for Lund, the catcher, as Ellie Schmidt steps in. Medvin just needs to go right at her. There's strike 1.
Leading off for the Owls, pitcher number 8, Liza Biancato.
Strike 2 to Schmidt. For those of you not able to make the trip down here to Metairie for this game, if this one continues the way it's going, it should end next inning, and the Lady Eagles will be back. But throw down by Parati is trying to catch the courtesy runner, taking too big of a lead off. He's got to be careful with that ball. Good job by Scully backing up Addie Wright at first. 1-2 the count. 2-2 to Schmidt. Got 2 outs. All you got to do is get the batter, whether it's with a ground ball, pop up, or a strikeout. There it is. Strike 3 will end the inning, and we'll move to the top of the 5th with the Lady Eagles leading at 14-0, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
And we're back live in Metairie at Metairie Park Country Day, and the fly out to our pop-up to the shortstop is caught for the first out. That was Emma Davis. Fly out to 6.
Next up, Ladies Eagles, number 1, Kate Parati.
Kate Parati, number 1, the catcher, coming to the plate with 1 out. See if she can get things started here. Strike 1. Nobody on, 1 out for the Eagles on the fly out to the shortstop. as we're now in the top of the 5th inning. Ball is high, 1-1 the count. Lady Eagles lead at 14-0, and grateful for everybody tuning in this evening back home or wherever you are watching watching the Lady Eagles. There's a nice shot over the second baseman out into right field for Parati for the single to get things started.
With a single to right field. Next up for the Lady Eagles, number 13, Kaylee Method.
Kaylee Mevin, the pitcher, has a no-hitter going in this game. Gonna have a courtesy runner, Amelie Lyons, number 34. She's been the courtesy runner for Parati all season long, and she'll be at first base. Let Parati go get her catcher's gear on. See what Mevin can do. Try to keep things going here. Strike one on the first pitch. Whether your grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, or sisters couldn't make it down here watching your favorite Lady Eagle play, we're grateful that you're joining 446 Sports in this live stream for the Lady Eagles. I'm Tom Boucher with the voice of the Eagles, and happy to be able to bring it to you. And thanks to all the sponsors that you see their names in the commercials that we're running. Ooh, the camera that Coach Ennis has took the hit on that one. 2-2 the count to Medvin. There's a swing down the left field line. It's going to go foul and out of play. 2-2 still the count. I'm going to lean the camera up a little bit so you can see. There's the crowd for the Lady Eagles. Nice crowd. Medvin pop fly over the first base side, and fans got a chance to make a catch, and nobody wanted it. Out of play. I do have to say that I guess when it comes to the fields that we have, there's a shot that's going to drop, right into the glove of the center fielder. Nice play by Hayden Moore out there to make for the second out.
Hayden Moore with a catch. That's 2 away for the Cajuns. Next up, number 3, Annabelle Drago.
Ninth hitter in the lineup, Annabelle Drago, number 3, the designated player, coming to the plate with Amelie Lyons on first, and 2 outs for the Lady Eagles here in the top of the 5th. But with this breeze, and then you have an oak tree, there's a nice hit out to left field, and they're camped underneath it and makes the nice catch for the 3rd out. So Lady Eagles go down. Goes down with the fly out to left field. 4 batters come to the plate. 3 of them are out on flyouts. No runs on 1 hit. Lady Eagles have 8 or 9 hits in the game so far. Been scoreless the last 2 innings, the 4th and the 5th, but they hold a 14-0 lead over the Cajuns. Medvin's working on a no-hitter. Has a couple of walks. But coming to the plate is Zoe Sinet, the right fielder, and then Hayden Moore, who made the nice catch out in center field in the last inning. And then Mia Ennis will be the 3 batters that Medvin will face at the start of this bottom of the 5th inning.
Leading off the 5th inning for the Cajuns, 0-0, Zoe Sinet.
Bagel starts off the inning, reaches second on the error. Bring it up to bat for the Yellow
Sinet, the right fielder, at the plate.
Julia Hosh.
Medvin delivers a shot. It's a pop-up. Scully calling everybody off and makes the catch for the out.
Sinet out on the pop-up. That's 1 away for the Lady Eagles. Next up for the Cajuns, number 10, Hayden Moore.
Scully doing a really nice job of calling everybody off as Addie Wright was trying to get back to it, but Lady Eagles are dialed in. They're focused. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. If the Eagles get 2 more outs, this one will end. And if Coach Scully remembers after he shakes hand and talks to the coach, there's a pop-up out to left. And Devin Powell giving chase, not able to run it down over by the fence line. Giordano did a nice job, as well as DeSalle, moving to go get it. 2 strikes. A little low and outside for ball 1. 1-2 the count to Hayden Moore. Hayden Moore with the pop-up. Scully with another chance to make the catch. She saw it all the way in and made it for the second out.
That's 2 away for the Lady Eagles. Back to the top of the order for the Cajuns. Number 2, Mia Ennis.
Mia Ennis. Number 2, the shortstop, coming to the plate for her 3rd at bat. She'd fly out to 3rd base the last time up. There's a shot to the slap to the pitcher, and Mevin fires over to end the game for the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down. Mevin gets the no-hitter.
First for the 3rd out in the 5th inning, and that's a ball game, folks.
1-3. So no runs, no hits, and no errors in that inning as the Lady Eagles win it 14-0 over the Lady Cajuns. And our thanks to Coach Ennis and all the folks here at Metairie Park Country Day for their kindness and allowing us to be up here in the press box. To the PA announcer, thank you for putting up with me up here as we tried to alternate between making calls. As the players get together and the girls get together to pray at the pitcher's mound, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back right after these messages.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Coach, I got you on the, let's see, get you on the roadcaster here. Coach, can you hear me?
I got you.
All right, there he is. I'm a pan in on you right there at home plate. Coach Scully, your Lady Eagles team victorious 14-0 in 5 innings. Tell us your thoughts on the game, Coach. How did it go?
Well, I thought we came in and did what we were supposed to do. We knew she'd be a challenge. I mean, she's every bit of 6'4", and she looks like she's throwing from about 30 feet with that stride she had. But we settled down in the second inning. We started hitting the ball. We knew if we put it in play, it would be a challenge for them, and we did that. We bunted a lot of kids. We got a lot of things going, forced them to make plays, and that's kind of where they struggled. So Kaylee came in and did a great job of throwing strikes and letting them put the ball in play, and now we move on to the quarterfinal.
Yeah, and that one's going to be a home game. Tell us a little bit about Sawyer Shelton. How's she feeling on that?
She's going to be okay.
Home?
She gamed that leg and caught her cleat up in the turf, but she's got ice on her knee, and I think her back's okay, but we're going to just get her stretched out, and I think she's going to be okay. She'll be a little sore tonight on the way back home, but she'll be okay.
It's Wednesday now. We head home after this game, and we now know that we're going to be at home, correct, on Saturday?
We're going to be at home no matter what on Saturday. That's correct.
And so that'll be, what, Calvary, or they still got to play a game, huh?
Calvary and Catholic and New Iberia is playing actually right now, so I don't know what that score is, but we play the winner of that, and we're shooting to play around 3 o'clock on Saturday.
All right, perfect. Congratulations, Coach, on the win, 14-0. Lady Eagles take it and move on.
Appreciate it.
Take care, Coach. thank you, Coach Scully, for calling in and doing the post-game interview. And that's going to wrap it up for us here in Metairie, Louisiana. Metairie Park Country Day School, the Lady Eagles victorious and moving on to the third round in the playoffs to face. We don't know yet, but keep your eye on the scoreboards and Calvary and Newman playing, and the winner of that game will travel to the Nest on Saturday, as you heard Coach Scully say, probably around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. At least that's what they're going to shoot for. So be sure to tune out and let's fill the Nest and make it a huge crowd for that game. And we will be live from the Nest in Alexandria, Louisiana. For 446 Sports, for all of our sponsors, for Valex, for BU Designs, Walk-Ons, for Wallace Eye Center for the school board, and Valex, and Giles, and Fatburger, and BK Distributors, and Appliance Parts, and for Kimberly Harrell, and Velar, and Green. We thank you for making this possible for us to be able to travel and bring you these games for the Lady Eagles. And for everybody who tuned in today, thank you for tuning in. You saw a really good one. Lady Eagles got focused after that first inning and put 6 runs in the second, 8 in the third, and ended up right there 14-0. Kaylee Methvin throws a no-hitter for this game, and the Lady Eagles played solid defense, and they ran the ball. They made, as you heard Coach say, they made the Cajuns make plays, and some mistakes were made, and they took advantage and kept running the bases, and were able to win it 14-0. And we'll be back on Saturday, so join us then for 446 Sports. I'm Tom Boucher. This has been live Menard Lady Eagles softball on 446 Sports. God bless. Have a great night, everybody.